Alright viewers, let me tell you something. Deltarune is probably one of the best RPGs I have ever played. I freaking love Deltarune, man. Deltarune makes me giddy. It makes me clap my feet together like a baby on my back. But let me tell you something. One of my favorite parts of Deltarune has to arguably be Chapter 2. And although I would sacrifice small animals for this chapter, there are some people in the world who, while arguably they have the right to, have different opinions about it. Some opinions that are just dead fucking wrong. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. When I was scrolling on YouTube looking for more Deltarune content so I could fatten myself up like the little piggy I am, I found this video called How Chapter 2 Ruined Deltarune. And while I am a man who believes everyone's entitled to their own opinion, this video fucking sucks dick.
She's flanderized as a horny lesbian.
What the fuck? Let me tell you something about this video. This video is truly one of a kind. I've never seen anything like this. I have never seen anybody in their entire life claim that immediately the flaws are apparent because Rouse is no longer black. While I personally wouldn't have my starting argument in my video be the fact that the cartoon goat turned from black to white, I wouldn't put this fault on the Chapter 2, because this happens at the end of Chapter 1. You would probably know that if you played the game with your fucking eyes open. A lot of the nitpicks in this video are really weird to me. There's a part in the video where he talks about how all the NPCs in the cyber world are just sitting around doing nothing and then making jokes. He then goes on to suck Undertale's cock about how their NPCs do the same thing but for the sake of world building, even though the cyber citizens do the same thing. So you're gonna scold Deltarune for one thing and then you're gonna praise Undertale for the same thing that Deltarune did? That don't make no sense. In his video, he also complains about how after you're done visiting a dark world, you can't go back to it and it's pretty much gone, meaning you probably shouldn't get too attached to the worlds you were just in, and he thinks that's kind of a big issue. But again, I fail to see how this is a Chapter 2 problem. Also, not to mention, the dark worlds aren't really gone. Everything you probably like about the dark worlds, like the characters and stuff, go to your castle town, so it doesn't really matter. If what you liked about Deltarune was the characters, then there shouldn't be an issue, because the characters stick around for the entirety of the game. But, if what you like about Deltarune is the environments, you can just replay the chapters. There is nothing stopping you from making a new save, out of the 3 save slots you have, by the way, so you can explore your environment again. Something else he talks about is how he believes that the king in Chapter 1 has been completely reduced to just a joke. I personally think this is a fucking non-issue, and I don't understand why he cares. One, the king isn't going to be a big issue anymore, because they already defeated him, so who cares what they do with his character beyond that point? And two, they didn't turn him into a joke, they just layered his character by showing that he actually has a soft side, instead of the ruthless killer that he shows himself to be, which I personally think is beneficial. I like the king. I think the king is great. I think he's better than he was in Chapter 1. That's my personal opinion though, and again, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but I just fail to see how this makes Deltarune worse. He's pretty much saying, oh, they made the character I liked for being mean, not mean. Fuck this game!
Take a look at the fucking game!
But viewers, now it's time to hush up. Shut up. Listen. I don't want to talk about this guy anymore. This guy has very bad opinions. So, here's what I did. Upon watching his video, I decided, what's the next thing to do? Make a very defensible argument on why most of his claims are wrong? Yeah, maybe. Or should I go to his Twitter and look at all the bad shit he posts? Hey, come on everybody, let's look at this shit! We should have a second Holocaust, but instead of Jews, we should gas people who think Tears of the Kingdom genuinely fixed any of the Breath of the Wild problems. Wow, this would be a base post if I was fat and retarded. Oh, hey guys, look at this one. Those darkies don't stand a chance. Milk chocolate might, however. Ha! Would you look at that, guys? I get it. I get the joke. That's pretty fucking funny. Hey, Fennekin Fox 326. That's a good joke right there. That's pretty good. Hey, look at this one, fellas. Look at this one, fellas. Is Geometry Dash just a riff-off of the Impossible game for furries and pedophiles? Well, I'm sure you would know a lot about being a pedophile, wouldn't you, Fennekin Fox?
He's flanderized as a horny lesbian.
That's a good joke. Why even go on your Twitter anymore? Look, here's a video of you playing a Pokemon porn game. And you claimed in this video that you were going to archive it
in case it gets deleted off the internet. In other words, you're going to fap your boner to it when you're bored.
Let me warn you right now, Fennekin Fox 326. These Deltarune streets ain't for you, cuh.